In the past, there lived an individual with a fascinating upbringing who pursued a humble career as a carpenter in a village. During his youth, he was recognized as someone extraordinary, believed to be chosen by a divine entity for a special purpose. Renowned for spreading teachings centered on love, compassion, forgiveness, and the concept of kingdom of God, he emphasized that God's love is accessible to all, irrespective of their social status or background. He advocated for people to treat each other with love and care, extending kindness not only to friends and family, but even to their adversaries. Additionally, he stressed the importance of forgiveness as a means to mend broken relationships, speaking out against the vices of greed, materialism, and hypocrisy. He urged his followers to prioritize spiritual values over worldly possessions. His philosophy emphasized treating others with kindness and respect, demonstrating mercy towards the less fortunate, the sick, and the oppressed. But despite his message of love, compassion, and forgiveness, he was subjected to brutal mistreatment and injustice by the people and authorities of his time. His teachings challenged the religious and political leaders of the era, posing a threat to those in power due to his immense popularity amongst the masses. Consequently, he was arrested, subjected to physical abuse, and ridiculed by soldiers who cruelly placed a crown of thorns on his head and spat on him. The person referred to in this account is Jesus Christ, an individual whose sole intention was to convey a profound message to the world, a message that remains enigmatic to many. Even when he was hanging on the cross, Jesus demonstrated forgiveness towards his tormentors and prayed for their forgiveness. Now, you might wonder why I use such a specific instance. Well, Jesus is a great example of a person who made an effort to convince others that life was more than merely pursuing material possessions and asserting one's forceful domination over morality and the well-being of one's community. But suppose we ignore Jesus, who serves as one of the best illustrations of the character of the divine. Other people have attempted to accomplish good and bring about constructive change, including Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher who challenged the status quo, and Galileo Galilei, the Italian physicist who promoted the heliocentric model of the solar system. The difficulties experienced by people who work for constructive change in society, however, are highlighted by the fact that they were punished and met with hostility for their beliefs and behaviors in society. Yet, even without these notable instances, it is also evident now in the disguise of ignorance, as opposed to formerly when it was manifested in blatant cruelty. I invite you, the reader, to pause for a moment and observe the people passing by in a public setting. No matter how long you look, nothing extraordinary may occur. As the night falls, people continue to pass by, resembling the constant roll of an old movie camera spool. Imagine someone wanting to bring more energy and excitement to everyday life, aiming to make someone's day more captivating and memorable. While few may take notice, most will remain neutral, highlighting the primal instincts inherent within humans. Even though humans are believed to be intellectually superior to nature and other species, the prevailing outcome often appears to be ignorance and self-centeredness. Of course, ignorance is beneficial because it prevents one from prioritizing his own interests over those of others. As with any animal in its environment, humans are also prone to self-preservation. The issue arises when this propensity to defend oneself turns into egoism, of the self in which one becomes excessively focused with defeating his own interests above those of others, such as friends or family. The world created by humans is structured in such a way that the strong are compelled to adopt a cold and self-preserving demeanor, while the weaker ones are either crushed by societal constraints or simply neglected. The psychology of the rejected herald, exemplified by the life of Jesus Christ, reveals the stark contrast between the idealistic principles of love, compassion, forgiveness, and the harsh realities of human nature and societal dynamics. Jesus' teachings challenge the status quo and pose a threat to those in power, resulting in his mistreatment and ultimate crucifixion. Despite the intellectual advancements and societal structures created by humans, ignorance and egotism prevail, hindering genuine connection and acts of kindness. With each moment bringing about new experiences and transformations, it is within this ever-changing landscape that we must strive to embrace the rejected hero's message of love, compassion, and forgiveness, even in the face of adversity. As we delve into the psychology of the rejected herald and contemplate the obstacles faced, we are encouraged to assess our own actions and attitudes towards others. Let us draw inspiration from his teachings to rise above societal limitations, cultivate empathy, and create a world where love and understanding triumph over ignorance and self-interest. Embedded in the chronicles of human history, the psychology of the rejected herald stands as a compelling testament, urging us to ponder: will humanity embrace the boundless possibilities of love, or will we be confined by our ignorance and self-centeredness? This crucial decision lies ahead, inviting us to reflect and explore the depths of our collective consciousness.